Hi children, so for our last lesson this week, I am not going to be working out all of the answers for you. I am just going to talk through some little tips and hints on how you might solve these problems. Just like, imagine you've just put your hand up in class and you say, Mrs. O'Connor, I'm struggling with this one. These are the little things that I would say to you before I walk away and let you work it out for yourself, because I know that you can. Okay, so first question, Jack takes part in a sponsored silence. He says, if I am silent for 5 hours at 10p a minute, I will raise £50. Do you agree with Jack? Explain why you agree or disagree. So for this one, I need you to think about how many minutes there are in an hour. Work that out and then multiply that by how many hours he is going to be silent for. And also think about how many pence are in a pound. Okay, so our next question. Dora says, to convert hours to minutes, I multiply the number of hours by 60. For this one, think about which is the smaller unit and which one you would actually be, whether you would be multiplying, dividing, what it was you would be doing. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. Okay, 5 friends run a race. Their times are shown in the tables. So you've got Eva, 114 seconds, Dexter, 199 seconds, Teddy, 100 seconds, Whitney, 202 seconds, Ron, 119 seconds. Which child finished the race closest to 2 minutes? Think about how many seconds are a minute. Think about those 6 times tables, make some notes. What was the difference between the fastest time and the slowest time? So maybe now pause the video, note down the fastest time, note down the slowest time, find the difference between them, and give your answers in minutes and seconds. So use those 6 times table bits that we were looking at this earlier on in this week. Make notes to help yourself. That's the biggest thing I can say for these problems today. Amir, Rosie and Jack describe when their birthdays are. So Amir says, my birthday is in exactly 2 weeks. Rosie says, my birthday is in exactly 2 months. And Jack says, my birthday is in 35 days. Use the clues to work out when their birthdays are if today is the 8th of June. The biggest thing I can tell you to do for this one, children, is to get a calendar. Okay? If you've got a calendar, you will be able to work this one out. Always, sometimes, or never. There are 730 days in 2 years. So you're going to need to think about how many days are in 1 year, how many days are in 2 years, and think, are there always the same number of days in a year? Okay. True or false? 3 days. You're going to think about what that inequality symbol says. I'm not telling you. 3 days, 72 hours. 2.5 years is equal to 29 months. How many months are in a year? How many hours are in a day for these questions? 11 weeks, 4 days, compares to 10 weeks, 14 days. How many days are in a week? If you know all of those conversions, or if you know all of those measures, convert them all so that they are the same. So you've got days and hours there, convert them one way or another. You've got years and months, convert them one way or another. So you are comparing the same unit of measure. We've discussed this many times this week. Annie converts her analog clock to digital format. Here is her answer. So she's got that clock on there, the analog clock, and then there's her digital time. Explain what Annie has done wrong. So we can see that she has made a mistake. Think about how she has read the clock, what's she done wrong, and also what is the correct answer. Okay. On a 12-hour digital clock, how many times will the time be read the same forwards and backwards? So you can see here, you've got 12:21, and if I read it this way, you've also got 12:21. And we're only looking at a 12-hour digital clock. So I would be thinking of looking at the hours first of all. You might want to write this one out. So get yourself a piece of scrap paper, write them out. How many times you're going to have the same? Go in that way, go in that way. Okay. Jack arrives at the train station at the time shown in the morning. Okay, so he arrives at this time. So you know what I'm going to ask you to do, or what I'm going to expect you to do, first of all, is to make, and it's in the morning, so it's an AM time, so you can write that in that 12-hour digital format, because we're looking at digital times here, aren't we? So compare the same unit of measure. Okay, which trains could he catch? So here you are going to be looking for any trains, and it says which trains, so there will be multiple. You are looking for a train that arrives after, that departs the station after he has arrived there. And once you've worked out which ones he can catch, how long will he have to wait for each train? So you're going to find the difference between those times. 3 children are meeting in the park. Rosie, Teddy and Eva, they're busy today. Rosie says, we are meeting at 14:10. Teddy says, we are meeting at 10 to 2. Eva says, we are meeting at 2:10 p.m. So you've got 3 different times here. You've got one in the 24-hour format. You've got one just written in words, and then you've got one in 12-hour with that PM at the side. Convert them, because as soon as you convert them, you'll be able to answer this question. Will all the children meet at the same time? Explain your answer. Well, if you've got your answers, you've got your 3 different times in the same unit there, you'll be able to explain your answer. Jack says, to change any time after midday from 12 hours to 24 hours digital time, just add 12 to the hours. Will this always be true? If you're struggling with this, we did discuss it yesterday on our video, so you might want to go back and watch yesterday's video. Are there any examples where this isn't? Are there any examples where this isn't the case? Can you think of a time where if you add 12 to the hour, it might not be correct? Can you match, final problem for today, can you match the time dominoes together so that the touching times are the same? It might be fun actually to get bits of paper and to write these out and to cut them out and actually make dominoes so they are touching, because you've got digital times and then times written in words and you need to match them up. And then an exciting little challenge, a fun challenge at the bottom here. Can you create your own version? You could even do digital times. You could draw some clocks. You can have a lot of fun and a lot of, there's a lot of scope to expand this out and loads of different times. You can make lots of different dominoes, maybe play it with somebody in your family. Okay, so any of these problems that you are working through today, go back, use the, have a go at the, go back, rewatch the video if you need to, and just solve the problems as best you can. Okay, well done. Have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.